Hey guys, this is my review of the RX-78-2 Gundam version Katoki. This kit was released December 2002. And, well, as you can tell by that number, it is old. I mean, look at that box art. It's not nearly as clean as you'd expect from a version Katoki nowadays. Sorry about that. Wish I brought my full armor to compare, but unfortunately I do not have it. It is upstairs. What's going to be special about this guy, and why I don't really call it a review, is because I will be painting this. I'll be painting this for Hobbylink Japan's model building contest. They call it, was it Playing with Plasma? I'll be entering the intermediate category. I should probably go ahead and explain that first. Every couple of years they have this contest, right? Basically they have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Beginner stuff, you know, you can't really, you can't do the fun stuff. I mean, you can't, take one of these, slap it all over the kit and whatnot with an airbrush or whatever. You can only really straight build it. You can ink it with a pen. You can put the decals on, but that's about it. You kind of just have to straight build it right out the box with no modification. Intermediate, which one I'm going to be doing a bit, you can do a bit more. So you can kit bash, you can paint it, you can put decals on, you can do a lot more. And with advanced, you can do weathering, you can do bow damage, you can do all kinds of stuff. The thing is, it's not, this isn't going to be anything special. This is mainly to advertise my commissions and to kind of advertise the Plymouth contest. So let's go ahead and check out the box. Now the thing about this Masquerade is that it is dirt cheap. Let's see. You see there? 3,200 yen. That comes out to about $32. Well, with today's exchange rate, probably around 30, 29, something like that. Very, very nice photos of the kit. That's Japanese. I cannot read Japanese. I should probably learn, but not today. Yeah, I have sniffles like cleaned up here, but yeah, allergies. What are you gonna do? Come on, camera focus. Oh well, should be clear enough. Open this baby up. Second thing you'll notice, besides the manual being on top, is I already took everything out the plastic. Why is this? Because this is like take 43. That's why. And another thing, and I'm just going to go through the plates real quick. I really do like these colors, first of all. Unfortunately, I don't think I can copy these 100. Actually, hold on a second. Never mind, let's go through this, then I will go through the manual. And you'll see two things are cut out. The face mask and the front of the head. Why is this, Tyler? Well, I already kind of started. Like, everything's on their clips ready to go. I might show that at the end, but yeah. I've kind of already started. This kit is, I've actually had it for several months now. I just never got around to painting it or doing it because it's winter where I am and it's cold out. Very, very nice blue. Gotta love it. Gotta love that blue. And a very interesting yellow color. Almost more of an orange than a yellow. Not sure how well. I mean, it seems to be translating pretty well. Oh, look at that. Now there's my thumb. You see those holes there? Those are replacements for thrusters, little verniers. Oh, those will be fun to paint. Oh, I will be doing that. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This plate is full of weapons and parts, and, well, obviously parts, but you see, I can put my finger on, there we go. Scopes for the bazooka and the beam rifle. Thruster bells for the backpack. The cover for the backpack. Beam rifle, bazooka, core block. What are you, my friend? You are the back of the bazooka or the front of it? You appear to be the front of it. Okay. Bazooka is not going to be fun to build because, well, the bazooka is canonically, it's white, it's gray, it's all kinds of colors. But this is just one straight, well, two and a half straight pieces of gray plastic. It's going to require a lot of masking and painting to get this right. I might not even bother. But we will see. This is a contest after all, so I have to pull out all the stops for this one. feet, arms, legs, beam sabers, caps. Yeah, got that. This is all in a frame. This is all in frame. Oh, look at this detail. Even for a 2002 release, this is actually some pretty good stuff. Master Grade line goes back to the 90s. I'm not sure how far into there. And this is a pretty early kit, and then this shares some parts of the Jim Kai and the Jim Quill and things like that. Jim Custom. So we might get those. Also, another thing. The thing about Master Grades is that they can get kind of expensive. $40, $50, $60 plus dollars. Think about old kits like this, and especially something as simple as the original Gundam. Dirt cheap. Granted, they're old, and they're going to require a lot of work to get looking right, but if you don't want to put in that work, it's just $32. Not bad. Look at this. Polycaps. Pretty standard, nothing talking about, these are polycaps. These go in the joints to make things all tight and stuff. Won't be painting those, obviously. What are you? Armor for the legs, shoulders, thrusters for the insides of the shoulders. Original RX-78-2 didn't have these. I don't know what I'm going to be painting those, though. We will see, we will see. Backpack. More core block? More core block. Parts for the chest, waist. Wow, you know what's old when the waist looks like that. Oh god, look at that. This will be an interesting build. I will tell you that much. Now, something you probably noticed there is that there aren't all that many pieces. Well, if you're familiar with Gundam anyway, there really weren't all that many pieces. The thing is, Master Grades come with inner frames, an internal skeleton of the model. And you build the parts around, you build that up first, and you build the parts around it. But with this kit, I had to open up the manual here, as you'll see. That's the entire chest. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces? Not 4. Bit up here. But yeah, it's not very complicated. Compare this to the Freedom 2.0, which my main complaint with it is kind of that it's a bit too simple. But this is even simpler. This is like more like a big high grade than a master grade, but consequence of its age. Consequence of its time. Speaking of which, let's go through it. And I hate the fact that I'm sniffling, but allergies. A lot of dust in here. I really hope this doesn't sound that bad on film. Alright. See, that's the color of the bazooka. That's what it's supposed to look like. But as you saw, it's all gray. And there's going to be a big seam running all the way through the end. And that'll be fun. I say sarcastically. Oops. Get. Now that's the core block. Goes straight into the chest. Decals. Now here's the thing. This decal sheet comes in color. But even the new ones nowadays don't. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'd say it looks pretty good for its time. I would love a 2.0 of this. I know some people say they want 2.0s of other things, but for me it's this, the Exia. I love an MG Keradim, MG Dynamis, but probably ain't happening. Now let's get into this. Now this build isn't going to be anything special. I'm not going to be kit bashing. I won't be using resin or anything like that. I won't be using any really special parts. It's just a matter of, well, let me get my pink out first. Put that aside. Tilt that down. There we go. These are some of the paints I'm going to be using. Just some. Except for this, not using that. But we have our standard Gundam colors. We have our red, white, blue, and yellow. And for the inner frame, I will be painting that in a combination of all-clad steel, as well as all-clad 2 aluminum. I think that is. No. This is stainless steel. So 2 different colors, and we're going to be using, well, this actually is not what you should be using for this. Like, the thing about all-clad is that it's incredibly complicated to use, but once you know how to use it, it's fantastic. But I will be teaching you how to do that, because you need a bloody class to figure out how these things work. But this will be used for pre-shading, probably, because I bought the wrong primer, which is this. But I can make use of it for something. Now, like I said, this isn't going to be anything special. It's just kind of going to be a straight build, painted the colors that came out in the box, but I'm going to be shading everything. Everything's going to be kind of the same color. Yeah, that's it. Let me show you my very, very crappy setup. Ah, yes. Look at all this junk. Yeah, we lost a little bit. Anyway. Move it stiffle. Alright, there we go. Why am I doing this? Okay, look at that. Come on, camera, get in front. There we go, there we go. Why do I have it masked like this? Well, you see, there's this big seam running through the center of the head. So to cover that up, I'm going to have to do some pretty tricky shading and, well, some pretty tricky masking and painting. Then just paint the front, cover that up, then stick the two halves of the head together, do the head, mask. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I'm going to paint the front, mask the front, put everything in the front that goes there, keep it protected with the masking tape. Then I'm going to clean up the seam line in the middle, and then peel it off, paint that. Hopefully that makes sense. Basically, you might see when I get to it. I'm not sure how many work in progress videos I'm going to have, if any. So we will see how that goes. Not expecting to win. Just kind of want to get myself out there, and these YouTube videos are also a big part of that. And there we go, my first ever YouTube video. Yeah, well, not my first technically, but just specifics. And with that, I will see y'all next time. Alright, bit of an oh crap moment, and then readjust the camera here. Sorry about that. Once again, lights all popping up in the background. There are several things that this kit comes with besides just all the parts. First of all, screws. Newer kits don't really come with screws. I can't remember anything within the past 10 years that actually comes with screws. But the thing about these old model kits is that some of their joints, their knees, their elbows, and things like that will come with screws. You also see this in the Perfect Grade Zaku and the RX-78. And we also got this. Basic foil stickers, the drive transfer decals, and we have sticker decals. And then we have this. A shoelace-like material that'll go on the, four cables for the legs. Come on, I want to give them a good look at the decals. Probably not going to be all that focused, so let's not hurt your eyes now. Don't know if I'll be using these. In fact, I can guarantee I won't be using these. The thing about these older decals is that they're very, very thick. You're going to be seeing them through the, you're going to be seeing them. You're going to be seeing the film around the decal. And as far as I know, there's no real way to melt that like there is for water slides. I wouldn't recommend using these, and if you're going to be weathering up the kit and stuff, you put the decals on first, then you're weathering, and the film is going to show really bad if you do that. I'm not weathering, but still, point remains. Not using these. Now the dry transfers, on the other hand. These I probably will use to some extent. I will probably use these. Once again, screws, not entirely sure where they go. Oh, actually, before I even open that, I'm looking at them now, and they all seem to be more or less the same length. The reason why that's important is that, the manual will tell you to use the big black screw or the small silver screw or things like that. And if you can't read Japanese, bit of a problem, as you can imagine. But all these, at least for the most part, those two in the back, that one and that one, don't appear to be the same size, so I'm going to have to be careful when building this. Expect the first work in progress video within a week. From now, I will be basically making the head, because that is probably going to be the toughest part of the build, trying to get that seam line in the middle of the head and all cleaned up and out of the way. So, about that. Now to splice these two videos together using all the editing magic. Alright, see y'all next time.